Hello, I am Becca. Welcome again to this week's Rue's Musings, bringing philosophical yoga inquiries to Colorado Springs and beyond. This musing is called Show Up Every Day Over a Long Period of Time. I have this thing that I talk about in yoga class, and that is once you've decided that you're ready to go to a yoga class, I'm sure this is true of other modalities as well, but once you've decided you're ready to go to a yoga class, I think it takes people 6 months. I see people around town and they're like, I'm gonna get there. 6 months later, they show up. That to me is the lapse of how long it takes from once you've decided. And that's not even counting all the time that you're like, do I wanna try this thing? That's once you've decided, 6 months it takes. And it also brings me back to my senior year in college was 2001, 2002. And I came up with this list of 5 things that I knew for sure that if I did every day, I would feel better in my life. My quality of life would improve, my happiness would improve, my boundaries would improve, my clarity would improve, my productivity, keep filling in all those words. And these 5 things were, I remember them, I journaled about them a lot. Write every day. Do yoga every day, which meant yoga poses. Meditate every day. Walk every day. And drink water. Right? Yoga, meditate, walk, water. And it's whatever, 10 plus years later, and I'm just on the brink of being able to cultivate those things every day. So that's my personal list, and you need to come up with your own list. Your list will be different than mine, of things that you know in your heart would serve you in your life and in your happiness. Do you have that list of things? Some people I don't think do, but most of us I think we do. We know, like, oh, if I did this every day, I would feel better in my life. It's taken me 10 years. So I think that that's so interesting. Why, once we've identified what would feel good for us, would give us more life force in our life and in our day, why does it take 10 years? And I reflect, and I think it really has to do with us being so comfortable in our patterns that make us unhappy and feeling dissatisfied with ourselves, continually proving to ourselves that we won't follow through on what's most important to us. And then that's like our best friend. It's like the little parrot that lives on your shoulder, and you're like, yes, now I know that I have failed myself again. And then we get to feel guilty, and then we get to check out with our beer and banana nut muffin, or we were talking about with our french fries and sleeping pills, whatever it is your checkout mode of choice. We get to feel bad, and we get to do the cycle, and we're so familiar with it. We know that cycle, and this is a huge shift. Maybe the shift we think comes from external. We don't follow through on these things because we don't have time, or we don't follow through on these things because the people in our lives won't support us. But mostly I think it comes from inside of us, and this is what I want to talk about mostly today. We have to decide. Nothing out there. We have to go inside and say, I'm worth it. I know that this would help me, and I'm going to just decide. I'm going to decide to do this thing for myself and try it. Little things. Write for 10 minutes. Take a bath. Whatever it is that you want to do, sit and meditate for 10 minutes. I'll do meditation soon. Meditation is just sitting quietly for me. It's more for other people. Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, I'm not going to do this quite perfectly. He says we have to show up for our practice every day and over a long period of time, and then we get to kind of experience the benefit of practicing over a long period of time. I'm fascinated by those things that we've done in our lives over a long period of time and how they get easier and easier and easier and easier and easier. So decide what it is you want to do. Make place for it in your mind. From the inside out, you do it in your life every day. Check back with me in 6 months and 6 years when you've done it every day, and your life will be different. Those things that are really hard will shift. I promise you. What do you think? I think it's awesome. Super highly recommended. Thanks so much. I'll see you next week. I hope with another teacher interview if I can get it scheduled. Bye-bye.